and polite. I do not see there. My name is Bea, and I hope you're having a great day today. For me, it's always a great day when I can dive into a good book, like The Heartwood Hotel, A True Home. This book's about a mouse named Mona the Mouse. That reminds me of someone. I don't know who, though. Her home was washed away in a storm recently. That sounds so sad. And years before, her parents were lost in a storm. Even more sad. I'm sad for Miss Mona. So as Mona the Mouse was trampling through the mud, she thought, everyone must be tucked away in their homes, warm and cozy, unlike me. Oh, poor Mona. Later, as she was trampling through the mud, she found a river. There was a long, thin stick that laid across it. Well, mice were good at balancing. So, Mona thought, I'll try and balance. As she was balancing on it, she heard, ow, ow! What do you guess that is? Wolves, Mona thought. Any small animal's afraid of wolves. As she was thinking about it, she lost her balance. Whoa! Kerplosh! She landed in the water. Instead of being swallowed up by wolves, she was swallowed up by the tide. As she was going downstream, there was a root that went out of the water. She grabbed onto it. She thought it looked like a helpful hand. As she was clambering out of the water, she saw a humongous tree in front of her, just like this one. There was a heart carved on the front that had H inside of it. Thought Mona. She pressed hard on it. She felt something. What was it? She heard a click, and then another, and then another. A door swung open. How did that happen, thought Mona. As she walked inside, it was hollow, she saw. Wow, it was huge. There were tables laid with all kinds of sweets, and there was a fireplace that had holly all over and all kinds of other branches and stuff. This is grand. I wonder who lives here. There were sofas and chairs, but one thing that made her go, phew, was the sign over the fireplace. It said, "We live by protect and respect, not by tooth and claw." Wow, thank goodness, thought Mona. That was a close one. At first she thought some wild animal lived there, like a bear. As she walked into another room, it looked like a ballroom. She walked in, and there were more tables of sweets all over the place, and there were little animals dancing round and round and round. It made her dizzy. Soon a lizard walked over, looked at the pile of mud that was standing right underneath her from the rain, and looked up at her. He said, "Excuse me, Miss Mouse. I'm Gills. I'm sorry that I couldn't attend to you at the front desk. May I ask you what you need?" "Where am I?" she said. "Why, you're at the Heartwood Hotel. Now, I'm not going to tell you any more, just because I want you to figure out what will happen. Will Mona be able to stay there for a few nights? Maybe she'll stay there for her life. Maybe it will be her home. See what you think when you read it. Now, I'm just going to tell you a little tiny bit of some things that you might want to know. The main character is Mona the Mouse. The other important characters are Mr. Heartwood, the boss of Heartwood Hotel. Then there's Tilly, the main maid there. This will be really important for you to remember. And some other people at the Heartwood Hotel. Something that happens to Mona the Mouse, the main character, is that she loses her home, and she lost her family before, and now she's at the Heartwood Hotel. The most exciting parts, I think, was when Mona first lost her home and then was introduced to Heartwood, and I'm not going to tell you the rest because then it gets too into the story. But I really liked how Mona was a mouse. She was small and little and afraid of things, but she had courage sometimes. I rate this book an 8.5. I really liked how much exciting parts there were and how Mona the Mouse was always getting into trouble, but then saving her life most of the time. It was just so exciting. Something that I think adults would like too is how if their children read this book, they would learn quite a lot about animals and a lot about nature too. If you like this review, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell down below if you want any more videos like this. I hope you read this one.